Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Hello guys, it's Chargender Yuka here, and welcome back to Amnesia, the Dark Descent. Lately I've been seeing, you wondering why I'm playing this. A lot of it is because I've been seeing a lot of newer channels playing this. And... well, I got the temptation to play it. And so here we are. This is going to be a bit of a test to see if it will work with OBS, because I have tried this before several times in the past. Because when I played this before, originally, I had an old laptop, and I had no laptop. I had the disc. I had bought it from the site itself, and that's how I first played it. I would set up a camera in front of my TV, and I would record it. You know, HDMI cable, the whole 9 yards. And I don't know if I have the disc still. I have no idea if I still do. It's probably going to be one of those ones that's going to be hard to find. But I bought it on console, and most of my playthroughs that you've seen, especially most recent playthroughs, just so you know, that is not Daniel right now, what I'm doing. All those footsteps, those are all in his mind. This is everything he's experiencing now. It's like this. That's all in his mind. And you could basically think of this series as more of a tutorial, kind of like a how to play Amnesia: The Dark Descent. You really do not want to start running. Running is not a thing. You only run when you have to. Oh, and this door here, I've been seeing a lot of people play it. It's a trap. And that's what we do with traps. It's basically to give you a hint of how the darkness works. But you really do not want to run. As you can see, my my sanity is starting to might be crystal clear now. But if I was to go in there, I'd have a slight headache. So don't go in that door. It's a trap. This is wine. Follow the drops of wine. So this is the first episode here is just gonna be a test. I want to make sure that everything records and records well. And I haven't dabbled into the custom stories. So right now, I only have Obscurity and the Great Work. I got some literature. Of course, that will reduce my sanity, but what I'm wanting is these. This is where you lose your sanity a bit. Nothing to worry about. I know if you don't like horror games, this is actually going to freak you out, but I've played Amnesia more than enough times that I tend to know what happens, and I'm perfectly fine with it. And if you're wondering, did I attempt to do it on hard mode? I did. I got to the water part. That's about as far as I gotten with it. And I'm not wasting the oil. Don't waste your oil. Don't sit there and spam it. Just only use it to check your sanity. That is it. The one thing about Amnesia, you're gonna be wanting to open and close these doors a lot. No, what's that? What's that? Why am I checking these? There's a good reason. You come over here, you throw these, you get these out of the way, and you get a tinderbox. Excuse me for a second. Sorry. I just love Amnesia. Like I said, in plenty horror games I've played, I've compared a lot of horror games to this. It's got to have atmosphere. It's got to have that creepy, like the music, everything. It's got to have it. You want to check everywhere. Closets, even these. You want to look. I know that make me. I want to shut the door. Let me shut the damn door. So you only want to use your lantern to keep your sanity. To be quite honest, you want to save as much as you can until later. Later is when it's going to be a problem. Yep, lever right there. Click. Beep. And then here's where I will shut up and Daniel will talk.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Damn it, Daniel! So, come back over here. We pull lever. Pull lever. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights. He thought just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. Keep in mind, I have yet to use my lantern. You really do not need to use your lantern. When you hear music like this, you're safe. You are safe. Peaceful music like this. It still has that creep factor, but it's safe. You don't have to worry about anything here.
Alexander, is it
Also,
inside
flashing
the
lights and all
castle?
that.
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
And for those who don't know, Fractional Games, the creators of this beautiful game, no one's been able to create what they did with the water monster, which will eventually get to that point. No one's been able to remake that and to make it look absolutely horrifyingly good. Also, check everything. Find another oil here. And also, if you want to see what happens here, watch. That's the darkness. Really don't have to run. As you can see, I got 3 deals of oil, 12 tinder boxes. You really don't need to do anything when it comes down to that. Now, a lot of people immediately go upstairs. That's fine and dandy. But you have no idea if that was if you needed to go upstairs or not without coming down here. Now, yeah, I might trigger something happening here. Down there's the wine cellar. But we're gonna go here. And here I might have to tap on the oil a bit on the lantern just to double check the sanity. But again, don't need to run, don't need to do anything. And if you pay attention enough, if you just look, you come over here, it gives you a thing of oil. But you come over here and you look again, you got oil there. You only want to do this to double check your sanity. You got some bodies there. That's it. I'm gonna light this. It's not gonna matter because this is gonna be blown out when you're done. At some point, it's not gonna be there. I'm gonna do that. Like I said, some of this ain't gonna matter because it's just gonna get blown out. And this tells you to go to the wine cellar. You come over here. You got another thing of oil. You want to drop a little chew toy for this fucker down here.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aqua force.
One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Clear up sanity. Check note. Tells you how to create acid, which is something we're going to be needing later, which is why we're going to have to come back. So that's what all of this is. We get 1, 2. That's everything. We don't need anything else. We don't need to worry about anything. We just need to slowly just make our way back up. That's it. You don't need to run. This might or might not trigger something. Am I really doing this? Struck him with another rock. If it doesn't do anything, then we don't have to worry about it. Well, yeah, it triggers that. We're gonna be hearing her voice again. Again, just walk. You don't need to do anything else. It gives you the idea that you should be able to open that, but you can't. You look here. Thing is, you don't come down straight there. You actually come down here. You want to come down here for this tinderbox. Now, if I didn't, like all the times I've played this, I didn't know there was a tinderbox down there until I seen one of my friends play it. And he went down there, and that's where we found that tinderbox. I'm hoping this is recording and recording well. Alright, so we're here. We're gonna come in here. We're probably gonna have to check the sanity. I know there's nothing in here, so there's no point in checking it. We come in here. We read
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
I absolutely love this game. Keep in mind, you're gonna be wanting to shut every door. Sit here, get the sanity check. Hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will reign a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Gerek. Well, that didn't last long. I got a chair. Chair flew away. $10. You think you'd have to worry about monsters here, but not at this time. It only makes you think that you do. You really don't. You look around, you really don't have to worry about anything. If you want to double check your sanity, click that. Like I said, there's usually nothing in here but shirts. Hardly ever, unless you see it in a custom story, there's really nothing in there to worry about. You want to check that. There might be an oil or something in there, a note. There's no note.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Damn it, Daniel! Again, double check sanity. You only want to do it if you want to double check your sanity, but you really don't need to constantly tomato juice. You want an oil check? 8 oil, 15 tinder boxes. 14 tinder boxes. Again, there's nothing there to worry about. Can I pick up that rock? Because there's gotta be a rock here I can pick up. So you wonder why I'm grabbing a rock. That's why. Again, don't have to worry about anything. No need to hurry, no need to rush, just take your time. So if you got everything dark,
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
you want to come into this room. Do that for a sanity check. See? Slight headache.
May 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers,
Right,
began to
flashing lights,
spark
warning.
brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Little damn piano again.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Leave this here for you guys to read. Pause it when you are, pause it when you're, if you want to read that. Run around. Again, if you didn't listen to that, pay attention to this book, which is clearly obvious, you wouldn't have known that. And then you got this one and that one there. This is where, the Baron is upset with Wilhelm because him and his have been leading the wrong people, on a trail. Meaning if things were left as they were, the Baron and Daniel's dark deeds would have been caught sooner. Hi. Pay attention to these closets. You're gonna need them. I mean, later on you won't have to worry about them at all, but... like I said, don't run. Don't look at him. If you do decide to go after him, don't go looking for him. That's just to give you a hint. That just gives you a hint. Ow. Frick. Head is pounding, hands shaking, which meant my sanity's not all that great. 10 oil. I'm gonna click on 1 for right now. You want to save as much as possible because when you get down there, you're gonna need it. Again, this is just for a sanity check.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Right. I'm gonna stand right here facing the door, and I will continue this in another episode. And I'll see you guys in another one. Peace.